Hi, I'm Tony Sertich, Majority Leader in the Minnesota House of Representatives, and let's get to the point. The Governor has given his State of the State address today, and here's what we think and the state of the state from our perspective. The first thing I'd like to tell you in this week where Abraham Lincoln was born is he inspires me with a good quote. You cannot escape the responsibilities of tomorrow by evading them today. And that's a mission and a quote we hold dear here in the Democratic Caucus for the future of Minnesota. You know, it's almost ironic that we talk about Minnesota's state of the state in the cold of the winter. A lot of folks see that as a challenge. We see it as an opportunity, and I think it shows with how we're going to move the state forward this year. As we approach the legislative session and start it now, we are always envious, and other states are as well, of how great our schools have been in the past, our many innovative companies, and our wealth of natural resources that make this state second to none. This winter we've been hit with a lot of hard news, economic tough news. Unemployment's on the rise, and we have growing challenges when it comes to infrastructure and our transportation system. Healthcare system's also broken. But these challenges don't define us. It's how we address these issues, which really tell us how our state's going to move forward. Democrats in the legislature consider these challenges opportunities to be innovative and renew our state's strong commitment to being competitive and prosperous. Strength and prosperity comes to the forefront in growing and keeping jobs. I believe we can spur job growth, support higher education, and build facilities for clean water by passing a strong, comprehensive bonding bill. I always call it a jobs bill because this is the money we borrow to fix our infrastructure in the state of Minnesota. We're hopeful to create more than the 23,000 jobs that we lost last year under the current Pawlenty administration, and we're going to move forward on that bill rapidly. Another area is transportation. We want to make sure our roads and bridges are safe and get Minnesota moving again. And we believe pay-as-you-go model is fundamental. For far too long, we've been putting on the state's credit card and giving to our children the bill for transportation. And during the Pawlenty's administration, our debt service, how much we're paying for our roads borrowing, has increased 650%. The time has come to invest real and new money into this system, and we're going to do so in a bipartisan way in the first month of this session. And in the first week of this session, as you're listening or watching this, we're passing a legacy bill, and this is a very important bill. It will ask Minnesota voters on the ballot in November if they would increase the sales tax less than half of 1% to go towards, for the next 25 years, dedicating it to funding our outdoor, clean water, habitat, and the arts. This is the legacy that defines Minnesota, and it's a bill that can unite us in making sure that we have the funding in place to make sure that the future generation can enjoy the environment, the outdoors, and the heritage of our state. The other major issue that we're tackling this year is affordable health care. No one should have to be concerned about their family's finances when someone gets ill. And illness has become the top way that folks have become bankrupt over the last few years. We're looking to address this and the burning healthcare costs for small businesses as well. While we don't have an exact plan in place yet, you can look forward to innovative solutions that we're going to hope be bipartisan once again. We're already made Minnesota leader in energy, which is another issue we're going to tackle this year. We have the strongest renewable energy standard in the nation, but we can invest more to make sure that these green-collar jobs come to Minnesota. We're going to stand our toes and not on our heels on this issue. And of course, we can talk about college tuition and education for early childhood in our public high schools and elementary schools, and we'll talk about that at a later time as well. But we believe in building a better Minnesota, and it demands creativity, hard work, and commitment. But the vision of a strong, prosperous, and united Minnesota is one that has been embraced by generations before us, and hopefully embraced by generations that follow. For far too long this decade, we've bounced from budget surpluses to budget deficits, broken governor's promises, political pledges, and been paralyzed at the scope of our issues. We're going to stop that this year, and we're going to move Minnesota forward. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we look forward to speaking with you again in the future. This is To The Point, Tony Sertich. Thanks for watching.